Good morning, children. Let us begin today's class with a new chapter. Chapter 13, A Good Home. Those who are having textbook, please take page number 65. Page number 65. Here, look at the two pictures here and list the differences between them. So, children, here two pictures are given and there are a lot of differences between these two. So, you find out, okay? Next, our home. The house we live in is called our home. We like to live in a good home. A good home has doors and windows to allow fresh air and sunlight to enter the rooms. The rays of the sun kill germs. Thus, sunlight helps us keep our house free from germs. Isn't it, children? Children, what type of house you want? A good home or a bad home? Yes, all of us like to have a good home. So, in order to have a good home, some things are needed. Let us see what is that. The house we live in is called our home. So, where we live, that is known as our home. Otherwise, it will be a building, isn't it? So, we all like to have a good home. A good home has doors and windows to allow fresh air and sunlight to enter the rooms. That is very important, children. A good home should have many doors and many windows. For what? To allow fresh air and sunlight to enter the rooms. So the rays of the sun kill germs. So in our home, there are lot of germs which we can't see with our eyes. But the heat of the sun can kill all these germs. So we should allow the sunlight to enter the house. So what we should do? We should have many doors and windows to allow the rays of the sun to enter the house. Okay, children? We need fresh air to breathe. Doors and windows allow fresh air to enter the house. If the air is not fresh, we may fall sick. A good home also has wire netting on doors and windows to stop flies and mosquitoes from coming in. Flies and mosquitoes spread diseases. Malaria and dengue are common diseases spread by mosquitoes. We need fresh air to breathe. So we all should breathe always fresh air. And doors and windows allow the house. So if more windows, then we get more fresh. If we are not wire netting doors and windows, or we can call as a mesh door or mesh window. So we should have such type of doors and windows so that sun rays can enter the house, but any insects like house flies or mosquitoes, they can't enter the house. So such a type of doors and windows we should have. So these flies and mosquitoes, they spread diseases. So if we allow them to come inside our house, then they may spread diseases like. So we should not allow these insects to come inside of our house. But we need fresh air and sunlight. So what we should do, children? We all should have mesh doors and windows to our houses. Okay, children. we should have a good home. So if we need a good home, we need all these things. Then take children next page, page number 66, ventilation. The way air moves around inside a room or a house is called ventilation. So here children, just you look the a ventilator. Yes, in all our rooms we can see ventilator. So it is very important. A good home has good ventilation in order to allow fresh air to move inside a room. A ventilator is an opening in the ceiling of a room. Okay, children, did you find out? See, a good home has good ventilation. Why we need a ventilation? In order to allow fresh air to move inside a room. A ventilator is an opening near the ceiling of a room. Just on the top or near the ceiling of a room, you can see ventilator. Okay. So, what is the use of this ventilator? Warm and stale air rises up and goes out from the ventilator. See, that is the purpose of ventilator. This warm, this heat air and stale. Stale means not fresh. So this warm and stale air rises up and goes through this ventilator. And fresh air comes through the windows and doors. Is it clear, children? So the use of ventilator is this warm and stale air goes out from our house. It goes from our house to outside through the ventilator, and we get fresh air through doors and windows. Okay, children. This is how ventilation takes place inside a house. Next, clean home. We should keep our homes neat and clean. In a good home, things are kept in their proper places. Second, garbage is thrown in the dustbin. And third, there are no flies and mosquitoes inside the house. Next, toilet and kitchens are kept clean. Next, water, food and electricity are not wasted. So if we have all these things, then we can say that house is a, or that home is a good. Once again, children, we all should like to have a neat home, isn't it? So in order to have a neat home, we should do something. So what are things we should do? First of all, things are kept in the proper places. Don't keep here and there. You should arrange your things, your books, your bags, your dresses, everything you should keep in a proper place. Okay. Then next, garbage. That means waste. Waste things should be thrown into the dustbin. Don't throw here and there wherever you sit. Okay. Have to go and throw in the dustbin. There are no flies and mosquitoes inside the house. In a good home, you can't find any mosquitoes and flies because that home is already have mesh doors and windows. So they won't allow flies and mosquitoes to enter the home. Okay, children. The next point, toilets and kitchens are kept clean. See, these two important places you should keep clean. The next point, water, food and electricity are not wasted. See, all these things are very valuable, children. Water, we should not waste water. After our use, close the tap. Okay, children. And food, whatever we can eat, only that much you serve and eat everything. Don't throw food at all. The next, electricity, that also very valuable thing. Simply don't on all the lights or all the fans or any other items. Okay, whenever you are in need of, just on, especially fans and other lights. So whenever you are in need of, on it, and afterwards switch off. Don't forget to off. Did you know flies sit on garbage and can spread diseases like cholera and typhoid? So don't allow any flies, house flies or mosquitoes or any insects to come inside of our home. Okay, Chennai, because it will spread diseases like cholera, typhoid, malaria, etc. The next is imagine living in a house without any ventilation. Discuss what it would be like. See, children, if there is no ventilation, it will be like a storeroom. So we can't breathe. We can't breathe any fresh air, isn't it? Then next, go green. Go on a cleanliness drive in groups of 5. Pick up all the trash lying on the ground in your neighborhood. So this activity, this is an activity now you can't do, but you can pick up all the waste materials from your home and throw in a garbage. Okay, children. The next are values. We should help our parents in keeping our house clean. Okay, children. Though you are in second class, mama, children, even then you can also help your parents to keep your house clean. Whatever you can, just arrange your bags, your books, and also you should not keep here and there anything. So you can arrange all these things in a proper place and help your parents to clean the house. The next, how do you help your parents in keeping the house clean? What are the things you are doing, children, to keep the house clean? That you have to think and write in the classwork backside. How do you help your parents in keeping the house clean? That is a homework for you. Write in your classwork backside page. Okay. When school reopens, I will teach. Okay, children. So today, what are things we learned about our home, isn't it? About a good home. What are the qualities of a good home, isn't it? First of all, we should clean our house neatly and arrange all the things in a proper place. And also, we learned about mesh wire netting on doors and windows so that the flies can't come inside of our home, but we get fresh air and sunlight through these doors and windows. Isn't it, children? Okay, children. Read the lesson many times and learn the spellings. Okay. Next page we will take next class. Okay, children. Thank you.